Hello. Hello. Uh, uh, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV again. Uh, mic is low. All right, let me just turn it up then. That should be better. All right. Where am I? Oh, Little Alamigo, I forgot. What am I doing here? Well, I've kind of forgotten the story a little bit where I am. There we go. Ba 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 ba. All right. Alphino. Oh. Oh, right. Okay. If we take Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere in Zarak, ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must appraise Alize of all we've learned. I'll join you both in Little Alamigo after I've changed. Well, I could have accepted that quest before I ended last stream. Oh, that's not a direction I can go. Alize! Oh, and Thancred's here also. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings? You mean to tell me that we were worrying ourselves sick? Ida and Paplimo were here all along? Well, Shola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak. Agreed. If there's not else to discuss, let's just pirate at once. Great. Do I have to fight Ifrit again? Cutscene? Oh. Pff. Oh. It's this guy. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long, the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, Gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. What are you doing, Ariange? I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we've braved the Battle of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. You would make any final preparations? Several cutscenes is recommended you set aside. Oh, well, I guess it's time for cutscenes.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Oh?
Not willingly, no.
Oh, it's the Warriors of Darkness. Hey, guys.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
We beat you the past few times to the place.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Get him, Thancred.
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle, defend me!
Yo!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Little rabbit dog is doing good. Oh.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? My brother was always the clever one.
She has a sword.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Is she a red mage?
Let's finish this.
Do I have to fight? Alright. Hey guys. I'll just focus him.
You shall fall soon enough.
There's no escape.
There's an escape. Down he goes. What? Oh, come on. Am I taking damage in that? Looks like it. Is there an order to kill them in or something?
No more games.
Oh? Did I fail?
It ends now.
The chain!
You snake!
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I
Thou mayest, my lady.
Woo! He's back.
By thy leave.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Who are you?
Understood.
hearken to me? Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage cast. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
With the power of friendship, we'll defeat the warriors of darkness.
Make ready! They come!
All right.
I must have more ether.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Well, actually, if it's just two of them, it's better for me to be soloing him. What do I need to do to give you Aether? Do I do something? How do I give you your Aether? You're asking for my Aether. How do I do it? There we go.
The ether! It's not enough!
Whoa. Calm down. You need to die. You next. Excuse me. 2, 3. Die. 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 Let me interact with it. There it goes.
I can feel it. Just a little more.
The ranger. Okay. Go. They have names, but we're just calling them the Rangers of Darkness or whatever. Oh, you are almost dead. Might as well. Oh, I'm good to go over here. Or not. Oh my god. My guy. I literally just killed you. Calm down. Alright, thank you.
Tis done. With this blade, I banish the darkness.
There we go. Easy.
Not like this.
This isn't how they die, right? Like, they've barely had any character built up. At least comparatively, for a lot of this game, they've barely been here.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
True. That's me.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered?
I hate his face.
Crystals? You mean... Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait!
Alphina?
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh.
Oh, oops. I missed your line, Alphina.
At long last you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light.
I knew it. I knew it. They're the warriors of light.
Our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
But you can't sacrifice our world to do that.
I've died before, Arbit.
That's
I'm
your
not afraid
voice?
to die again.
Sorry.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight.
What are they doing with those?
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spin. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
What? Okay. What am I doing here? Oh?
What is this place?
Oh, it's Highlands Void.
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
What's up,
Mother
Minfilia?
Hylian, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia? Hello.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But
That's
for
me.
the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought.
I guess
And
Minfilia is
in
stuck here.
treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves. The first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
What?
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be.
I'm sorry for being a bad streamer and not really commentating at all.
Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
I'm just invested in the story, and it feels weird to talk in between them, kind of.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Yeah, but it feels weird a little bit to not be commentating or
Long
being
have
a
I
streamer
watched
at
you
all.
From Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
That was... This is the staff, right? Louis Suarez?
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust, take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow.
Oh, have we told her about Minfilia yet? Oh.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
I hope I'm not too early in saying this, but that feels kind of weird. I'm not used to the game, like, having a story be done. Uh, like, I don't think there are any, like, plot threads that were introduced in the Warriors of Darkness that are still going. Right? Because there's obviously still plot threads to go to that are unfinished, but like mostly everything that was introduced with the Warriors of Darkness is been resolved here, except the stuff that can like just very easily be removed, like Alize and well, it's mostly Alize. There's other things. Yeah, Urianger, I guess. It would seem... And hello. It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way. The Warriors of Darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? but mayhap that was their wish. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this is when I know full there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I'll go back to Zark and secure them. The Imaja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the warriors of darkness gave them. They are not like to notice the lone bard skulking about. But Thorngrid, you don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I should go find Ida and Paplimo. They must have finished searching the Mask's camp by now. No matters anymore. Oh, that's still something to do. I guess if thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with the warrior of darkness and the Ascian in white at the great library. I tried not to think the worst, but you've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would there have been another way, know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins would weigh forever in my heart. I understand why you did what you did, but that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find I simply cannot condone them. Forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort you unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady has regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then. Do. Bored? Where is... I still have the raid content to do for this patch content, technically. Unless it forces me to do that. Because I haven't done the raid stuff yet. Really? One of these days I'm gonna do a stream where I just go through and actually do my blue quests. Well met. Alphino said you'd be joining us. 'Twould seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Mask camp. Did you perchance find one in Zark? Actually, Warriors of Darkness, and we sent them back to their world. They might be dead. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. It was bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We have been away for too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might in turn offer our own opinions. Blah, blah, blah. God, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. You can't just say perchance. Did Ida, Rhalgr be praised, it is you. Ida, alive and standing here before me, in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. I don't like the music. Why is the music playing? Oh, come now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundabald. I fought beside your father in the Revolution. Do not think less of her friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were almost always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were looking for rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, nary a day older. What can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, you see. I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you. It was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I know we've a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Something's wrong. It's been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let's return to the Rising Stones. Let's take me for giving you that mask. What? Okay. Well, there's our new, oh, wait, no, I don't want to use that. There's our new, plot thread. What is this? Oh, it's God damn. No, it's not the minstrel. Who are you? Oh, it is the minstrel. Hello. Shut up. I don't care. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can't just press the spacebar button to, No, Final Fantasy XIV streams are Saturdays. My other streams are Sundays. I do other things on Sundays, normally. Dun, 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 dun. Alphino. Welcome home. I trust your journey was uneventful. You'd be pleased to hear Thancred has secured the crystals. Once he's delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Ishtola and Creel and brief them on all that has occurred. I also request they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. 9 more quests. Oh, that's really close. Are Ida and Papalymo not getting new outfits? Tataru, do you have new outfits prepared for them?
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
Ida and Paplimo are kind of the most forgettable of the
Much has
Scions.
changed since we last stood here.
It feels like the game
Travels in
forgot
the
about
north
them.
brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Cryle.
Urianger.
Can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Urianger also needs a new outfit. Like, my guy, you need a better. This is nothing. Your other outfit was better.
I am undeserving of your trust.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. It would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you...
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Paplimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Ida, what's going on with you?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formality. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to... But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and...
I would not have it any... And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Canonically, Warrior of Light needs a break.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
All right. Look at them, scions of the seventh dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us into who we are today. Where we go from here to and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. Wind up Moonbreda. This feels like a weird spot to give me Wind up Moonbreda. Moonbreda?
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
Who?
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well. There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Okay, I'll look at those after this cutscene, I suppose. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you in all that glorious day. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted, then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting. I'm doing his villain monologue right now, and you message in chat, Elderbussy? And a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Oh! Ruh-roh. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered. But by your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. Whoa. Hello. Hi, Nitronova for the raid. Thank you. We're in the middle of a villain monologue with in Final Fantasy XIV. So, hi. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for a weal or for woe. Final Fantasy! Woo! Oh, look at that cut. Look at that screenshot. I love that. So it was here all along. Oh, God. God damn it. Go to hell. I forgot about you. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are gonna have so much fun. Might as well put this into my... Oh, I don't have a pet in here. Okay. All right. Wish I kept motivated in this game and not being a one-time game and get bored. Yeah. I think streaming it kind of was the only reason I was able to get through ARR. Like, it's a good game and I'm very glad I kept with it. But also, the motivation, like actually like having scheduled time every week that I played the game was very helpful for getting through the part of the game that was a bit more difficult. I'm motivated in this game and not being... Ah, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Just other games from the franchise? Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't played other Final Fantasies. I should. I've tried other ones. But I've never been able to get into them, really. But I've also never really had the chance to properly play any of the other ones. Yeah. Oh yeah, each Final Fantasy game is just its own complete thing, right? Unless they're directly like Final Fantasy 13 Part 1 and 2. Yeah. '15 was originally another 13 spinoff, really? I feel like I really want to play the 7 remakes. The 7 remake looks like really good, and maybe I'll actually like 7 that if I play the remakes. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, it won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. I did not stand perfectly still. $15. I played like 10 minutes of 15, but I played it on Stadia as like a free trial thing or something. Or I got like some free stuff. Or maybe it was just like on sale and I spent like $10. I don't know. It wasn't full price that I paid for the game. But because it was on Stadia and I had bad internet, it just didn't actually play well. So I haven't been able to actually try 15 properly. Right, everyone, ready to go to work? No squirming now, Hoenn, you might want to close your eyes. What are you doing to me? Stadia's dead? Really? I didn't hear about that. What did you all do to me? Every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Are you gonna give me some new outfits? I quite like this armor set. Even though save data is going soon, so they're starting doing refunds. Oh, maybe I should claim my $10 back from Final Fantasy 15. Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but it seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting.
We're here.
Do I play Overwatch? So I've been actively resisting playing Overwatch because I hate Blizzard, and I don't want to add to their numbers. Like, obviously, it's free, so I'm not directly giving them money, but, Overwatch 1 was, like, the only competitive shooter I've ever liked, playing, which is really sad to me, because I hate playing it. We're here. Did we miss anything? Or is it voiced?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Who's it gonna be?
Well, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was as my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated. I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Poor Alphino, he's traumatized. What games do I play? This one. Also, I've been playing all of Resident Evil, the entire series, recently. And I don't know, I play a lot of single player games. I don't really play competitive games all that much. Slay the Spire is another big one that I got into. And then recently I've been playing Persona 5 on my own. Royal.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here!
Powder, are you okay?
Tataru, are you alright?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here?
Wow.
You could have been killed.
Oh, my little guy, my alert box. You need to be higher up on the priority list so that people can actually see your name. Anyway, thank you, Ezekiel Remuda. Yeah, for following. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah. Story games enjoy. Yeah, it's been pretty recent that I've actually gotten into story games. I think Final Fantasy XIV is kind of the main thing that has gotten me back into story games, or not back into, just into at all. It's the first game I've kind of, actually paid attention to. um in terms of the story. A lot of the time I used to just click past the story so I can play the video game, which led to me not liking a lot of RPGs. So now I'm going back and actually playing RPGs while paying attention to them, and they're very good. So,
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
oh, I need to remember to keep up with claiming my Epic free games. I have a huge library on Epic Games, and I have not spent a single cent on Epic Games. So the free games are really cool. That's how I played Hitman 1, I think.
Test his claws.
And also, like, half of Alien Isolation before I gave up on it.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
I also think I own most of the Borderlands games because of Epic, the free Epic games.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa Lominsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy. To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
Paplimo's becoming an important character, finally.
And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
I wanted to, I forgot to talk to Flamen before. I want to talk to you. Oh, you don't have any special dialogue. Maybe I was too late for me to get special dialogue out of Flamen, or there just isn't any. Oh, do I still have my return point set? I do. Save some money. Nope, that is not the correct way to go. Sir Amaric. Lucia, how are you doing? Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I'll summon Sir Amaric. It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend a council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Well, not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we must forego the formalities of full assembly, but I will need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. So will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Should be fine. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, shall require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handlelu that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment, and I can make ready to department for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed you on your way. Ba ba ba. Wah, 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 wah. Boom. Let's go. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Yeah, I am pretty ready to be out of this city. I like Ishgard, but also I've spent the past game's worth of they're not games worth, like the past hours and hours at Ishgard, and I would like to see some new places, or even return to old ones that we didn't explore all too much. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I concede, that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it's my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see the garrison is ready to defend the border. I'm gonna go for a second and grab some water. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. I am back. Woo. At Camp Dragonhead. Can we... Oh, I can. Might as well. I don't want to fly. 100 gold is enough to save lots of time. Or gil, technically. 100 monies. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me? You may see a familiar face. Oh yeah, who took over Camp Dragonhead? Oh. Manolan. How wonderful to see you, Sir Aymeric too. To what do I owe this unexpected pleasure? I will have some mulled wine brought from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Do not trouble yourself, Henri. We'll soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Blah, 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 blah. Fade to black. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and at the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Good for a Manolan. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? You and me both. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with little help from the veterans. Oh, and Honorit's ceaseless chiding. I'm sure I'll muddle through, so worry not. Off to Gridania with you. Or Honorwa. I think I said Honorit. Which is not how you say that name at all. Alright, we're going back to Gridania. Hello! Eminem. Oh! That's a lot of people. Ishgard isn't nearly as popular of just people hanging around the main place. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by Blackshroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand, a pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Go to Quicksands? Yes, of course. 'Tis like we are the last to arrive, so let us announce ourselves, shall we? Quicksands. Where is that? A ball among quicksands? Is that a person over here? Oh, right. Yeah, that's the place in Ul'dah, right? Oh, there's a blue quest over here for me to pick up. Hi there. Actually, no. Goodbye. I think I went in there once, but I didn't actually like do anything. I saw the amount of people and then I left. The envoy for Mishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Oh, and the Leminson party as well. Hello. I'd hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I'm not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Amark. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Artemis, I trust you're well? 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Hello. I'm glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. Well, yeah. There's much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Hello, everybody. It's us.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gir Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alfino?
Every time they start talking, it's a jump scare.
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal. On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
Hello.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one.
Okay.
Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
I was just thinking about, I saw the warrior, or not the warrior, the, oh, I need to repair these. Do that eventually. Anyway, I in that cutscene, they talked about the shinobi, warriors, I think. Whatever she said. Which was like, oh, I forgot. Ninja is a thing. And which then made me think, oh, look at all these cool DPS classes that I can't play because I hate queue times. Well, I can play them, but I absolutely despise queue times way too much to actually stand playing any of these. I don't think I can unlock Sage. I don't think I can unlock Sage and Reaper yet. Yeah, I don't have anything at 70. Where's the repair guy? Is he here? Yeah, I do want to try out Sage. It seems like an interesting healer. Also, I leveled White Mage up to 31 and then I didn't go further. No, the repair guy isn't here. Where is the repair guy? Gridania. I don't know. White Mage sucks until 76. Oh, that's quite an investment of time. It's in New Gridania. Shop. Skywatcher. Shop. I'll do it later. That council was able to reach an accord so swiftly. That the council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope Ugh. Reading is hard. There we go. Ah, good. You've yet to depart. I feared I'd miss you. Sir Amaric. Master Alfano, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Elizael, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption, I had hoped to thank Artemis for saving our escort before other duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Hello. Forgive me, my lord, I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation. Force of habit making me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. Ugh, reading is difficult. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciated the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Amaric. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. I'm full glad we have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions. My friends, you must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Ugh. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yuri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Paplimo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Baelsar's Wall. I'll join you at the Rising Stones and on. I do want to explore this game more and find more things to do in it besides the MSQ and like dailies. Because like I find that I don't really play this game outside of the streams much, and I would like to play this game more. It's very fun. But I don't really do anything in it besides MSQ. Welcome back. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Automod doesn't like cooters. That said, people have been known to change, and my brother's willing to run his own errands. Anything is possible. Oh, there's a repair person here, isn't there? It's not as many as I thought I had. Right? I guess not. Can I sell things? Oh. Yes. Repair for me. Thank you. There's also just a bunch of content you just haven't unlocked that aren't really stream worth. Yeah, that makes sense. But also, I haven't really done the content outside of the stuff that's stream worth. So, you know, maybe it's my own fault for not really exploring the game all too much. Besides, you know, Meteor Quest, do it. There was something else I wanted to do before I continued. Oh yeah, it was sell all these pieces for Jill. Is there a place to do that here? Dun, dun. Will you let me sell something to you? No. Rowena, will you let me sell something to you? No. Neither of you will. Oh, I actually can't afford those now. How much is this? 50 million. Can I give this to you? There we go. Anything else for me to sell to you? Doesn't look like it. Hat thing? What is hat thing? Oh, hello. Oh yeah, that. Oh, the 50 million thing? I don't know. I don't spend... maybe I'll get enough Jill eventually because I don't spend any of it ever. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Jill? I'm a GIF person, personally. So... Jill? Gil? I don't know. Monies. You're returned from the council, but what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Maybe, or is he just late? Mine apologies, friend. I trust we've not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Creel, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tadaru's keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I'm certain she'll make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision? Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud. The Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial cop between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would invite disaster. If only there's some way to reach the Griffin. Some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. May not be entirely unfeasible. There's a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Al Amigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I'm familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you'd have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with the shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient in infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Creel and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leviers? I'll return to the East Shroud and watch over the border. Should matters turn for the worst, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me? Gridania would be safer with your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, May I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. I switch up my pronunciation of Gil like every single time I say it. I'm pretty sure every time it's just completely random whether I just say Jill or Gil. I have no control over it. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsir's watch, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Achievements in current area? Wow. Oh. Alphino, you're right behind me. I thought you were above me. For some reason. Ah, there you are. Come. Amari says? Amari says Spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Hello, everybody. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We are about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have the need for divine protection even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Oh, no one's redeemed first yet. Don't worry, Alphino. We'll have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it? Would it be best to decide before we enter into negotiations? Trust me, Paplimo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. I feel a headache coming on. Let us be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Now I can turn on my mount. What are the mounts I have? Mount guide. I have my chocobos. Oh. Hello. I have my chocobos, Magitech, Behemoth. The slightly bigger one, but still not the big one. What about minions? Wind Up Horchefont, created by the first son of House Alientaire to honor the passing of one of House Fortomp's greatest knights. This miniature replica of the Great Horchefont Greystone only begins to tell the tale of a man who devoted his life to the service of his nation and his friends. Your 5 quests, might be able to get to it tonight. I'm streaming about half an hour more. So, depending on how long these quests are. Welcome. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Normally the ones right before. Yeah. So maybe I'll do... greetings, my friend. 'Tis good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and the slight of you and the sight of you might help remind him why we bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in a common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? There's a dungeon otherwise. All has been quiet. Is the lore important enough that I should stream it next week, or is it something I should do off stream so that we start Stormblood next week instead of having sort of a weird, like, oh, we're doing the final few quests and then starting Stormblood. A report? What? Seven Hells fighting is broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Possible. We gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to his deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. The armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. We must make for the wall at once. Just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of raging battle and do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we're careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, if we can do that. Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I didn't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for the Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Oh, he didn't bother dressing up as one of the Alliance. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. He's being a little bit evil. A tad bit. Oh, there you are, Alphino. I thought you'd be further. From what Paplimo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. We have two objectives. I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask you to scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course of action if there were any other way. But the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffith. Make him see to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make a position with due haste. If everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us away to safety. I pray that we will have enough time. That sounds like a dungeon. Ooh. How long is this dungeon? Is it a dungeon that I can maybe complete? Or is this a dungeon that'll take like 40 minutes or longer? Depends on who you queue with. Probably could get it done. Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't mind stopping here and continuing next week. Finishing up the patch content and starting Stormblood next week. And then having this dungeon be the start of that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's move over to a area that has the little that'll actually let me leave. Does this one let me leave? No. There it is. Yeah, good night. I don't know if there's anybody else streaming, and I don't really feel like checking. So I think I'm just gonna end stream today. I hope either of Head or Having will have a great day. Tomorrow I'm playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And then Friday I'm playing Resident Evil 6 with Pastry. So yeah. Here are all the places to find me and the Discord. I guess Nightbot did that at the very end right there. But yeah. Coder. Knights of the Old Republic. It's the single player one, not the MMO. I remember I played it back when I was like 10 or 12 or something, and I couldn't get past the Undercity because I was too scared of the like weird creatures down there. So I'm hoping that I can actually play the game more if I stream it. And now that I'm older and now that it's now that I can actually play video games well, I want to like this game. It's a game that I've heard very good things about, and it's a game I really want to play. But yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Ending stream now.